Letter 31. To Thomas Pennant, Esquire, Selborne, September 14, 1770. Dear Sir, you saw I find the ring-ouzels again among their native crags, and are farther assured that they continue resident in those cold regions the whole year. From whence, then, do our ring-ouzels migrate so regularly every September, and make their appearance again, as if in their return, every April? They are more early this year than common, for some were seen at the usual hill on the 4th of this month. An observing Devonshire gentleman tells me that they frequent some parts of Dartmoor, and breed there, but leave those haunts about the end of September, or beginning of October, and return again about the end of March. Another intelligent person assures me that they breed in great abundance all over the Peak of Derby, and are called there tor-ouzels, withdraw in October and November, and return in spring. This information seems to throw some light on my new migration. Scopoli's new work, footnote, Annus Primus Historico Naturalis, end footnote, which I have just procured, has its merits in ascertaining many of the birds of the Tyrol and Carniola. Monographers, come from whence they may, have, I think, fair presents to challenge some regard and approbation from the lovers of natural history. For, as no man can alone investigate all the works of nature, these partial writers may, each in their department, be more accurate in their discoveries and freer from errors than more general writers, and so by degrees may pave the way to a universal correct natural history. Not that Scopoli is so circumstantial and attentive to the life and conversation of his birds as I could wish. He advances some false facts, as when he says of the hirundo urbica that pulos extra nidum non nutrit. Editor's note, per Peter Yearsley, it does not feed its young away from the nest. End note. This assertion I know to be wrong from repeated observations this summer, for house martins do feed their young flying, though it must be acknowledged not so commonly as the house swallow. And the feat is done in so quick a manner as not to be perceptible to indifferent observers. He also advances some, I was going to say, improbable facts, as when he says of the woodcock that pulos rostra portat fugiens ab hoste. Editor's note, per Peter Yearsley, it carries its young in its beak when fleeing an enemy. End note. But candor forbids me to say absolutely that any fact is false, because I have never been witness to such a fact. I have only to remark that the long, unwieldy bill of the woodcock is perhaps the worst adapted of any among the winged creation for such a feat of natural affection. I am, etc.,